Hi there, it's Tiffany of Clarity, Confidence, Courage, Women's Empowerment. Welcome or welcome back. Today, we're going to be discussing how being disciplined is actually a form of self-love. Now, I know for a lot of people, this concept of discipline can be very triggering, especially if you grew up in a household where discipline equaled punishment. You know, if you didn't do your homework on time, you were punished. If you didn't clean your room, you got beaten, or you were, sent to another room, or whatever it was. For some people, I get it. Discipline means trouble, and it can be triggering in that sense. Here's the thing. I'm not talking about discipline in terms of punishing yourself. I'm talking about discipline in terms of building up habits that may actually challenge you or feel restrictive at first, but in the long term, they actually lead to the big goals that you really want to see in your life. Now, before we jump in, as always, be sure to share, like, and subscribe this content so that other women just like you who want to level up their lives can find this channel. The world feels really fast to me right now. I don't know about you, but between artificial intelligence, social media, and all the new technologies that are coming out, this idea of instant gratification and external validation seems completely normal, which makes the concept of discipline feel really restrictive and harsh to a lot of people. But when you look at it through a different lens, discipline becomes one of the highest and greatest forms of self-love. It's a powerful act of valuing yourself, your goals, and your future. If you're a woman and you're juggling multiple roles, be it in your career, maybe motherhood, relationships, family, friendships, finances, whatever, understanding discipline as self-love can change the way you approach your life in all areas. And it can actually make your life better. So let's talk about this idea of discipline. The type of discipline I'm describing is not about punishment or deprivation. It's about setting boundaries, creating routines, and staying committed to what truly matters, the things that are going to move the dial towards your goals. It's the choice to prioritize the long-term fulfillment over short-term distractions. And it's rooted in deep self-respect. When you're disciplined, you honor your promises that you put out there to yourself. Being disciplined means you take responsibility for your growth and you create a life that aligns with your values. In other words, discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's a form of love because it pushes you to become the best version of yourself, but in a healthy way. Having discipline helps you prioritize your needs, and it helps you to distinguish between your true needs and what's really important, and just kind of a few things that you want in the here and now. Making choices that align with your long-term goal and your long-term well-being is really about having discipline over your life, sticking to healthy habits, eliminating people and things that distract you, and really focusing on a level of deep commitment to self-respect, and self-love. Having discipline helps you to build more trust in yourself. Every time you follow through on a commitment to yourself, you are building trust, and that takes discipline. It's easy to say things like, oh, I don't want to eat healthy today because, I want to eat that piece of cake. But every time you say, no, my goal is to live a healthier lifestyle, and I'm going to turn that down today. You're building up that muscle of discipline, but you're also building up that muscle of self-trust because you're doing what you said you were going to do. And you're teaching your brain to believe in yourself and to trust yourself, and being able to say no when you need to say no to something. And it can be around anything, going out to a party or doing something with friends when you need to get work done. So having built discipline helps build up that self-trust. When it comes to having discipline, it helps you to create a space where you can actually grow. Again, sometimes building discipline means I'm going to move to a city that isn't so buzzing and so much energy and so much stuff to do, because right now I'm in a phase of life where I'm building. And trust me when I say I went through the same thing myself. I moved from a really hot, popping city. I used to live in Atlanta, Georgia. It was amazing. But I moved because I realized I need to be in a quieter area. I need to be in a place that helped me focus and get really, really serious and focused on my goals. Now, I may not live where I live now for the rest of my life, but changing the area gave me a way to get very, very disciplined around my focus. The other thing about discipline, it teaches you to set healthy boundaries, being able to say no when it's so tempting to say yes. You want to go out with your friends and you want to do things, but instead your discipline says, well, you already made the decision this week to work on, business, or to work on that project, or to work on that extracurricular activity for that organization that you said you were going to do. And you might have to say no to going out with friends. Right now, as we speak, I'm taping this video at 7 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 4 a.m. working on my YouTube channel. That takes discipline. Now, because I've done it so much, for me, it's a habit. But in the beginning, it was tough. The point is that I made a decision to get disciplined about a goal because I was serious about working on my YouTube channel, and I've had it for a number of years, and it's growing, and I'm happy about that. But I had to get very disciplined and clear on what the end result was for myself. And so now that I've pushed myself to be disciplined, now it's just a habit. Now I don't even think about getting up early. It's just my norm. So having discipline can put you in a circumstance where you can really see big results for the long-term goals that you have. So how do we cultivate discipline as a form of self-love? The first thing is start small and build momentum. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to overhaul your entire life in one day. Start with small, manageable commitments. Maybe it's setting aside 10 minutes each morning to self-reflect. Or maybe it's committing to just one healthy meal a day if that's something that you care about. These small wins build up momentum, and it reinforces the habit of discipline. And again, you don't have to be disciplined forever. You just want to be disciplined long enough to build it into a habit. Next, you want to be gentle with your discipline. It doesn't mean that you have to be hard on yourself because you're disciplined. If you slip up or fall off track, be kind to yourself. Have compassion. Say, okay, I tried, I didn't work that well, but I'm going to recommit. And I'm not going to guilt myself or shame myself. Self-love is about giving yourself grace while still holding yourself accountable. So, okay, if you miss a day or a meal or something doesn't work out, give yourself grace and recommit. Next, you want to focus on consistency and not perfection. The key to discipline is not being perfect all the time. It's being consistent. You don't have to be flawless to make progress. Focus on showing up for yourself regularly, even in small ways. And over time, you can slowly build up into bigger ways. And that time that you put on the discipline will compound, and you really will achieve more in a shorter period of time. Next, celebrate your wins every time you practice discipline. Acknowledge your effort and progress, no matter how small. This positive reinforcement strengthens your belief in yourself that you can get things done. It strengthens the belief that discipline is worth the effort. And it strengthens the belief that you're capable of achieving challenging things. So celebrate your small wins. Next, connect with your why. Discipline becomes so much easier when it's tied to a purpose or a vision that inspires you. Ask yourself, why do your goals matter? What kind of woman do you want to become? Where do you see yourself in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years? How will practicing discipline help you create the life you desire? When you're connected to your deeper why, discipline becomes natural, and it becomes an expression of love for your future self. The person you are now, but the person who you're growing into and you're going to be. When you see discipline as an act of self-love, it transforms your life. You stop viewing it as punishment or burden or a chore, and instead you see it as a tool for living with intention, living with purpose, and living with passion. Discipline gives you the space to create the life you deserve by empowering you to make choices that honor your worth and your potential. So the next time you feel like giving up or cutting corners or giving into those small distractions like on social media, remind yourself that discipline is love in action. It's a daily practice of showing up for yourself, believing in your dreams, and creating a life that reflects your true value. We only have so much time in the day. Be disciplined enough to give at least 80% of that time to yourself and to your goals and what you know is going to create a better life for you. So that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, be sure to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.